There's no such thing as going backwards in life. We can only go forwards. Every single minute, every second on this earth, we are propelling ourselves forward, and there's never a chance to go back. We don't even get to stay in the present for very long. It's a fleeting moment that is always going to pass, and we need to be okay with that. We need to accept that there is no past, there's no going back. It's only the future, and that's how we need to live. We often catch ourselves thinking back to the past more than we need to, probably multiple times a day, even all day sometimes. The thoughts that run through our head are often past scenarios, past thoughts, things we might have missed out on. But how often is your brain really visiting the future, seeing what you can push yourself to achieve or what's waiting for you on the other side? The time we spend thinking should be productive or at least in some way enjoyable. That's not to say that looking back into the past can't be beneficial, because that can be productive. But you need to be able to know when to stop that. Because at a certain point, the more you revisit a past situation, the more you look back into the past, you're just keeping yourself there and you're not allowing yourself to move forward. We don't live in the past. Like I said, we live in the future and technically the present, which is the future every single second later. So stop living in the past and live in the moment right now, or else you're just going to keep holding yourself back permanently. So now, in saying that, how can we fix our mindset to stop worrying about the past so much and just try and go forward? Well, it's not easy, but it's a conscious decision that we make. When you catch yourself thinking about the past, or especially things that aren't beneficial to you. Say you had an argument with your brother or your sister, your significant other this morning, and you've just been going over it again and again and again in your head. And you feel productive because you're trying to find, the cause to this argument, or figure out how you could have changed the way you spoke and so that it didn't happen. But in doing all this, all you're doing is thinking and revisiting your own thoughts. You're not talking to the other person. You're not improving anything. You're just thinking, revisiting the same situation over and over and over. Now, what if we were to spend this time that we were thinking talking to the person who was involved, or even potentially talking to somebody else, like a friend or a family member, getting their opinion on it? Well, this would take us out of our own echo chambers, and if it was the person we're directly in an argument with or the situation with, we're going to get the exact answers we need and be able to work it out with them. And say it's a family member or somebody else who can support us. Well, that's going to give us the availability of a second opinion, and maybe it's going to give us insight that we didn't even see before. You're limited to your own scope when you're just thinking yourself. And no matter how smart you are, you're still going to have your own biases and your own view of things. So you need some other people sometimes to reality check you. Now, speaking of thinking in the past, this is like my third or fourth time trying to record this. It's just either I'll lose my train of thought because these birds are so loud, or my mouth is dry, I forgot to grab water. You can catch yourself wishing, I should have done this, I should have done this. I've wasted how many minutes now trying to record? I just wish I could go back and do it all. But instead, take that exact same mindset, the same thinking, and switch it to, instead of wishing you could do something, plan to do something different. The difference in between looking into the past and looking at the future is basically wishing versus true action. Because there is no possible chance that you can change how something happened in the past. That is set in stone, and unfortunately, for better or for worse, it's the way it's going to stay forever. But looking to the future, we're able to look at outcomes that truly can be changed and hopefully make a difference in that situation. So instead of wishing I grabbed my water or filming at a different time, I just need to remember for the future that always bring out your water when you're filming. Make sure that the noise levels aren't too crazy, and make sure that you're really ready to film before you go out. Now, these are just some quick things pertaining to my train of thought and how it will benefit me in the future, but say that you're having another argument with your parents, or maybe your friend at school isn't very happy with you. Well, instead of revisiting that over and over and thinking, what did I do to upset them? Or why are they unhappy with me? How could I have changed that? How could I have changed that's actually a decent one? All these questions are good, but you need to limit them. Ask them once, maybe twice. Doesn't hurt to revisit a thought, but if you're revisiting it over and over, especially spending more than a couple minutes on it, you're wasting your own time and putting yourself in a negative mindset. So, once you've revisited the thought, try and shift it. Change the thinking a little bit. How can I think about this same problem, but so it will benefit me in the future? And that's really all you need to do. This problem is so simple, but really dealing with it's the hard part. All it is our own decisions, how we choose to go about our thoughts and actions. But truly, that's the hardest part of life, controlling our own thoughts, our consciousness. We've got, like people say, a mind of our own, and with each individual mind on this planet, and just a vast amount of information telling us how to control our minds and become better people, it just muddies the water and makes things much harder. The true answers are within here. The only way to find how to perfectly master your own life, well, asking yourself tough questions and living the life, yourself. You've got to be able to make your own decisions, have your own thoughts, and live your own life. And the second that you can start doing that, all these things, they start to become so much easier. Looking at the past, looking to the future, having the right mindset, that's all done up here. And the battle starts in here. So whether it's with your heart, your mind, your soul, just put it to use today and make a difference in your life. It's all that matters. So hope today that one way or another you're trying to better yourself. You're finding some luck in that. If you guys are struggling at all and you just don't know what to do in this next stage of your life, feel free to drop a comment. I'm more than happy to talk with you guys, discuss. Hopefully I can help in some way. If not, it's nice just to have somebody to talk to sometimes. So feel free to drop a comment. I'm always here to talk. Take care, guys. Have a great day.